And this past weekend, I was able to attend the High Prep Tutoring NAPLEX review webinar. So aside from the content, I really wanted to focus on why I think this resource helped to prepare me for the exam. One thing that I really liked was that it was taught by pharmacists that have specifically all passed the NAPLEX in the last few years. So it feels like you're getting advice from people who remember kind of more about what the exam is actually like. And you're getting their tips and study strategies, which feel a little bit more relevant as opposed to other resources that come from people who took the NAPLEX like tens of years ago. So I take my NAPLEX in about 2.5 weeks. And honestly, going to this webinar about 2.5 to 3 weeks in advance was the perfect timing. It allowed me to realize that I really do know more than I thought, but it also allowed me to realize what about certain disease states or certain topics I'm not as familiar with and really need to focus my studying. And they did a great job explaining basically what's heavily tested versus what might be more important to know at a high level, which has made studying feel so much less overwhelming. And once again, they also shared so many helpful resources, whether that be like specific Quizlets for top 300 drugs, key equations to really know and memorize that aren't given on the NAPLEX exam, different test taking strategies, how to pace yourself through the exam. So after an hour goes by, knowing if the question number that you were on is setting you up for success in the long run, because nothing's worse than realizing that you only have 20 minutes left of your exam, but you still have like 70 questions, and that timing is just going to make it to where you have to super rush. Overall, I feel like this webinar really did wonders in terms of making me feel like I have a clearer plan going into these last couple weeks before my NAPLEX exam. So I highly recommend you checking out the High Prep Tutor NAPLEX review.